Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from North Carolina. This is, I'm probably going to butcher this word up, Nantahala Noonday IPA. Nantahala. Nantahala. It's probably not how it's pronounced. Sounds Indian to me. But I picked this up in North Carolina, either on the way down to Florida or on the way back, because I made a large beer haul coming and going from North Carolina, as long as some I purchased. I bought more in North Carolina than I did anywhere else, guys. And I don't know why that is, because I can drive down those there in 2 hours and pick up all these beers. I just had the truck and the trailer and had money left over from vacation, and I just went ahead and splurged, guys. So this is one I brought out. The guy there at the beer store said this was a pretty tasty beer. I'd not heard of it before, so I took his word at it and picked one of them up. This is according to Rate Beer, it says it's 6%. Let's see what it has on here. It says year-round flagship, aggressively hopped, piney and citrusy IPA. Brewed with pale malts, generous amounts of crystal malts, and abundance of whole leaf hops. Noonday showcases its hoppiness through a dry hopping and the use of a hopback. The result produces a piney, grapefruit, and floral aroma, which contribute to a crisp, dry finish. It says visit our tap room and brewery at 61 Depot Street, Bryson City, North Carolina. I'm not seeing the ABV. Yes, I am. It's right on the bottom over here, like a dumbass. 6% is right. 51 IBUs. And this thing is sweating profusely. It's very humid. It's been sprinkling a little bit out there. I'd say the humidity's 100%. And now that I've brought this, has been out of the fridge probably about 5 minutes now, and it is sweating and running down all over the table. So very warm and sticky here. I can't see if there's any dating going on the bottle. We'll look a little closer when we come back. So let's get on with this one. Like I said, I've not had this before. Food pairings are going to be your typical IPA food pairings. Cuisine is occurred into Thai food. Cheeses are peppery, pepper jack, Monterey, sharp blue, chattery, more pungent cheeses. And the meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and grilled meat. Glass fired pint, Becker, 9 tumbler mug, Steinus Sidell. Got my favorite glass, a solid beer glass. And being an IPA, not recommended for extended cellarings. And like I said, I'm not sure if it's got a date on it, guys. We'll look when we come back. Hopefully it's fresh. Plain Jane silver cap, not worth saving. Hopefully what's inside is worth tasting. He told me it was tasty, the guy there at the store. So I took him for his word and I picked one of them up. I don't think it was a pricey beer. Very good looking beer in the glass. A little bit of a haze to it. It is not perfectly clear, but I can see the bulb through it. Very orange and tangerine in color. That pour gave us about a finger and a half of head. Seems to be very carbonated. Not overly carbonated, but just carbonated just enough. Let's get a nose on this one, guys. I don't want this to be a 30-minute video. Not even a 20-minute video. Very citrusy. I am getting a hint of some pine in there. I'm also getting a little bit of maltiness in there too, so dating is questionable on this particular bottle. It's definitely to me not a West Coast style. I am getting a little more maltiness in the nose and the aroma than I like to get on my IPAs, which usually tells me they've been in a bottle a little longer than they should be. And I've bought so much beer and had you guys send me some beers to review that it's been a chore, hard chore, to try to get these done in a timely manner before the beers get old. So I'm trying to get through some of these ABV, lower ABV beers and the IPAs that I picked up and you sent me before we get into the stouts and some of the heavier beers that's going to keep, and it's not going to matter really. Well, let's give it a taste and see what we got. It smells very citrusy, hints of pine, and got some bready malt in there, guys. Cheers. First beer of the day. It's got a very nice taste to it. I'm getting slight hints of some grapefruitiness in there, but I am getting some maltiness in there, so not sure about how long this has been in the bottle, guys. Got a very nice taste to it. Very pleasant. Nice and citrusy. Yeah, it's very pleasant. I don't believe the guy lied to me. I believe he told me the truth straight up that it was a tasty IPA. So let me share the other half of this with the other half, and we'll let it warm up, and then come back here and we'll take a closer look at that bottle, see if it does have a date on it, and give us a final chug, and we'll grade this one accordingly, guys. So I'll be right back, and we'll do that. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. It's a decent beer. It's definitely above average. Very well made. It does have a slightly bigger malt presence than your typical IPA, but it's very citrusy. I am getting some pine and small hints of grapefruit and oranges in there. Very nice. I checked the bottle when I come back. There is no date on it, so that's very disappointing that they're making an IPA that doesn't have a date on it. So let's do the final chug on this one. Very nice, very pleasant. Very easy drinking for a 6%er. Very tasty. I enjoyed this one. The other half said she liked it too. It was nice and citrusy. The only downfall is that they're making a 6% IPA that has no date. So, as far as I'm concerned, guys, this is probably a 9 beer in an 8 bottle. If you're going to produce a beer, if you're a brewer, and you're proud of what you produce, and you're making an IPA, and you're going to the extent of making a very nice IPA, why would you not put a date on it? Especially on the bomber, because these don't come in 4-packs or 6-packs. Most people buy their bombers one at a time. I don't know anybody that buys bombers by the case. I do not anyway. Maybe some people out there that's got deep pockets. If I could give cases of Enjoy By in the bombers, I might think about buying something like that if it wasn't going to cost you an arm and a leg. But most of the bombers are, you know, between $5 and $10. Some are a lot more, but most of the ones that I buy are between that price, between $5 and $10, depending on the ABV and the type of beer that it is. So, with that being said, for me, guys, it's a very, very nice beer. I do think it's an A beer. It's very, very tasty. It would get to 9 for me if it had a date on it, so we give it to 8. My numeric rating on this would probably be a 90 or a 91, somewhere in that area, since it has no date. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 89 in a very good range. Good numbers from those guys. They say it's very good. I agree with that. And over to Rate Beer, they say it's overall 96 and 95 in the style. Excellent numbers from those guys. So it's a decent beer, guys. We just need to get these boys there at Nantahala, if that's how it's pronounced, to date their stuff. For North Carolina Brewing, I've not seen this beer here in Virginia. Like I said, I picked it up in Gregsbeerreviews. So, guys, let's date your stuff, and you'll get to 9 from me on this one. So, with that being said, if you've had this one, from Nantahala, if that's how it's pronounced, Noonday IPA. These guys out of Bryson City, North Carolina. Let me know what you think, guys, and let's see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Maybe we can find a dated bottle. Yeah! See you then.